What's up, Dunkaholics? It's Wayne Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're here with WWE 2K24, My Realistic GM, WCW Week 2. If you tuned in to Week 1, we brought back the WCW brand. We also saw Nikita Lyons and Zelina Vega. They worked well together as a tag team, and they became the new WCW Women's Tag Team Champions when they defeated hometown hero in Tampa, JC Jane, who got to make an appearance in front of her home crowd when she teamed up with Tiffany Stratton, but in a losing effort against the queens of WCW, Nikita Lyons and Zelina Vega. Triple H also wanted to see how our first show fared. We finished at the bottom for week 1. We also saw our most popular babyface on the roster, Cody Rhodes, went one-on-one with our biggest heel and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. We saw our WCW Women's Champion, Liv Morgan, squash a rookie in a tables match. And then in the main event, we had our WCW World Champion, our champion of World Championship Wrestling, because that's what WCW stands for, CM Punk, lose in an Extreme Rules match to the ring general Gunther. But this week, for week 2, we have Tavish, who we just signed to a 3-week contract. It was worth $11,000, and his contract will expire the same time as our first PLE, which is Hell in a Cell. Now, the commissioner goal for this week is schedule a run-in. We did not meet the commissioner goal in week 1, but we're going to listen to the boss man this week, and we are going to schedule a run-in. Now, if you also tuned in to that week 1, the other GMs, Nick Aldis from SmackDown, Adam Pearce from Monday Night Raw, they hit me with this power card, the bad publicity, where they get to select the brand and steal 10% of our fans from the next week's show. Now, Nick Aldis actually DM'd me after this, bragging about it. Well, I got some breaking news for Nick Aldis. We are going to spin back, and I'm going to use the same power card that they use. And Adam Pearce, even though he did not write me or message me, we're going to have some breaking news for him. And Ava, too, sitting at the top right now. But this bad publicity, we are going to use on Nick Aldis and Friday Night SmackDown. And that will also keep us focused on getting fans, more fans for this week, too. So we're going to use this, and we're going to apply it to Nick Aldis. Next, for the advertisement, we are going to use tier 2 email campaign for 50,000. And what that does is we will get personal with a large amount of our fans and remind them of our next big event via email. And our next biggest event is our first premium live event, which will be Hell in a Cell. This will give us a show quality of plus 8%. Our network deal payout will be plus 1,000. And then it unlocks a tornado tag team match. So we are going to do the email campaign, and that is now active. Now going over the card. Oh, actually, before we go over the card, let's go to the talent scouts. Now, it also made our talent scouts double the price, and to show the other GMs that we're not afraid of the power that they hold as being in charge of their show, and the power that they have with those power cards, we're going to use the money anyway. We're going to scout some talent anyway. So we're going to go over here to the gender. I am looking for another female. We just signed Tavish, the male. So we're looking for a female rookie, and we are going to confirm it. And why is it not? Is it going to search? I was using the wrong button. All right, so here are some females. So we have Danielle Wallace, Odyssey Riff, who we used week 1. We only signed her, I think, to a 1-week contract. She lost that table match against our WCW Women's World Champion and Liv Morgan. Let's do what about Ignition? We'll sign Ignition to the same 3-week deal, not the same because we gave Tavish 11,000, but Ignition will get 5,500, and we shall actually let's do 2 weeks. Won't use her for this week, but next week she could show up. So we'll sign Ignition. Now going over the show, we're gonna open up with one half of the WCW Women's Tag Team Champions, Zelina Vega. She will go one-on-one with Tiffany Stratton. Now, it said in the journal that Nikita and Zelina, they work well together as a tag team. Well, let's see how they do in one-on-one competition, as Nikita Lyons will also go one-on-one with JC Jane. Then we have CM Punk calling out the man that defeated him in the main event in a non-title Extreme Rules match, the Ring General, Gunther. Then we have Tavish making his debut against Ilya Dragunov. Then we have a self-promo from Io Sky as she returns back as a singles competitor. We went over the Nikita Lyons and JC Jane match. We have Cody Rhodes, our biggest babyface, biggest good guy on the roster. He's going to be doing a charity event, another focus on getting more fans. And then in the main event, the man that turned heel last week, Chad Gable, will go one-on-one with L.A. Knight, and we're going to be doing the run-in with Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Now, the show cost is $19,500, so let's waste no more time and let's get into it. So the first match we are going to simulate Zelina Vega versus Tiffany Stratton. Zelina and Nikita won the tag titles week 1 against Tiffany Stratton and JC Jane. Let's see if they can win in one-on-one action. And your winner is one half of the WCW Women's Tag Team Champions, Zelina Vega. We have a call out, CM Punk and Gunther. I expect that to be excellent. They're both good on their mic, and their new rivalry goes from a 0 to level 1. Now, CM Punk, he had his choice of match week 1. It was Extreme Rules, a little small tribute to ECW. Gunther won that match. Well, now CM Punk is challenging, or Gunther is going to challenge CM Punk in Gunther's type of match next week. It will be CM Punk versus Gunther and a normal Ring General wrestling match. And then we have Tavish versus Ilya Dragunov. Ilya, who did a self-promo in week 1, a little small vignette to show that he is coming to WCW. And now we're going to tune in, hop in, and watch Ilya Dragunov versus Tavish.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Leeds, England, weighing in at 238 pounds, Tavish.
A matchup like this, it's one that the locker room has wanted to see. It's one that the WWE Universe has wanted to see. It's one that I've been waiting to see, and it's about to go down. The competition level has never been higher, but this guy's ready to prove he can hang.
Tavish, known from the My Career or My Rise series, making his way to the Realistic GM Mode series.
The czar of WWE.
Hopefully Tavish doesn't get squashed by the Mad Dragon. Ilya Dragunov is here in WCW. We're still in the high school gym as we try to generate more fans.
Weighing in at 187 pounds, Ilya Dragunov.
You are looking at one of the hardest hitting competitors in NXT history. A man who's ready to unleash fury on the entire WWE roster.
And now probably the hardest hitter in WCW.
Often called the Czar of NXT.
Right now, Ilya Dragunov looking to expand his power to all of WWE.
Ilya Dragunov ready to bring his aggressive style to his opponent here tonight.
Dragunov has to be one of the toughest competitors in WWE. Few can match his intense and relentless approach.
Dragunov who did a self-promo in week 1 to let everybody know, the WWE and WCW universe, that he was arriving here in WCW. Now, here his first match.
I expect we'll see that signature style of Dragunov on full
Against
display
the new
tonight.
signee, Tavish, who, if he can impress us with this 3-week contract by Hell in a Cell, we could renegotiate and extend his contract.
Continuing to work on the arm with a carefully measured knee drop.
Lands a knee. Sent into the corner.
Oh my gosh, nowhere to go. That can prohibit any use of their shoulder going forward.
Now trampling the opposition.
And that holds Tavish back.
Dragunov with a back body drop, going for the cover.
A kick out before 3. He's still in the fight, but for how much longer?
Vicious right forearm. Chop.
Big knee to the midsection. Tavish saw it coming.
Here's a headbutt and a double knee strike.
Tavish heads up high.
Tavish, who was going to go to the top rope before Ilya Dragunov made his way back to his feet.
Full control now.
But this opponent still fighting back.
And countouts are legal, so hopefully this will be a short trip outside.
Down for a European arm breaker.
Flipping the script out of there. Oh, what impact. Reversal. What a counter. Boom. Getting back into the ring. He may not be aware of the count. He's got to get back in. Makes it back just in time.
Like Dragunov may have been setting up for that torpedo headbutt.
Suplex. Carefully measured knee drop. He's getting
could pin his opponent right here. Just kicks out. Able to squeeze that shoulder out. So close. Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
And now dragging off, setting it up, pointing to the WCW fans.
Ilya on the cusp of ending it. Cover. He manages to kick out. What strength. Wait, are we sure that was not?
And we may get even more fans after this match between these two men. This is Dragunov's first match in WCW. Tavish said he was known in WCW.
He is delivering elbow after elbow. Big knee to the midsection.
And Dragunov gets stonewalled. He'll head to the ring.
Oh.
Tavish, this is for his career. Only a 3-week contract. He's getting paid $11,000. He could be making more money and get a longer contract extension depending on how he performs these next 3 weeks. And right now, he is having himself a match
This is where endurance becomes
with
so
Ilya.
important in the late stages of the match.
Kicking out of the headbutt.
Big back body throw. You see the height on that?
Can he pull off the upset?
Gonna be caught in here.
Oh, man, right to the esophagus.
And Dragunov finds himself on the defensive.
Ilya has to trust his instincts at this point. Elbow drop. Piercing. Up and knee drop. Jeez.
Dragunov fires back.
Excellent opportunity for Ilya to shift the momentum.
Time for Dragunov to get his energy up and claw back into the fight. Climbing the turnbuckle now.
Dragunov better stop playing around, or Tavish could get the win. Diving senton from the Mad Dragon. And another kick out
Incredible match we are witnessing.
from Tavish.
Carefully measured knee drop.
What a match for the OG Rook. And he was playing possum.
Breaks the count.
He just won't give up.
And Dragunov with a headbutt out of nowhere. Dragunov. The fans didn't want to see it again. They want one more.
Victory.
But Dragunov, that's all he needed was one more. Headbutt like a torpedo.
A victory here for Ilya Dragunov.
A victory for Ilya, but that probably was a victory for Tavish as well.
Ilya doesn't know anything other than intensity.
As the Mad Dragon
Tonight.
gets the win in his first match. I don't think that was disappointing, man. I don't think that was disappointing at all. That's not a fair rating. But your winner, Ilya Dragunov. Next, we have a promo. Just an okay pop. But we had a promo from Io Sky. No more damage control to back her up. She is back as the genius of the sky as she gets an okay pop. That's all right. It's okay. Next, we have Nikita Lyons, the other half of the WCW Women's Tag Team Champions, against JC Jane. Now, JC Jane lost in front of her hometown fans last week. So, you know she's probably pissed off about that. She teamed up with Tiffany Stratton. They didn't win the titles. Now they're pretty toxic. Zelina defeated Tiffany Stratton in our opener. Who wins this third mid-card match? And your winner is JC Jane, and they got a 2-star mediocre as their rivalry improves from a 0 to a level 1. Next we have Cody Rhodes and another excellent promo, 2 excellent promos, the call out with CM Punk and Gunther, and now Cody Rhodes as we get plus we're up 6,000 new WCW fans. And now for our main event, Chad Gable, who turned his back on the crowd in week 1. We had LA Knight, who did an advertising promo, advertising the return, the revival of WCW. These 2 men in the main event, both of these men eyeing the mid-card WCW United States title. And we have a run-in from Dirty Dominic Mysterio, who lost to the man that just did our charity event, Cody Rhodes, in week 1's opener, as he's going to target LA Knight. He's the biggest heel. He has to attack the fan favorite. And we can't tune into this one because of the run-in, but we're going to simulate this. And your winner is, because of Dirty Dominic Mysterio, the win goes to Chad Gable and a half. All right, let's see what Raw has. They have Braun Strowman versus Humberto Carrillo.
1, 2, it's over. Hit the bell.
Now, a one-on-one, cost nothing, normal match, and they get it 3.5. They're probably using, all type of perks, arenas and effects during their entrances. But Gigi Dolan gets an okay or a weak pop. They have a triple threat: Wesley, Giovanni Vinci, and Ivar.
1, 2, that's it. Bring it.
That's 2.5 stars. Okay. They have a call out between Alba Fire and Gigi Dolan. It was good. You have Bayley versus Bianca Belair. Watch this get like 5 stars. They didn't even book a third promo. Okay, that got good. And then they have for the tag team titles, or the Raw tag team titles, Kevin Owens and Andre Chase, KO University, and Damian Priest and Damon Kemp. Damian Priest and Damon Kemp, your new Raw tag team champions. 3 stars. All right, so SmackDown. Nick Aldis, our op right now. Candice LeRae, Maxine Dupree against Valhalla and Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Tag Team titles. Candice LeRae and Maxine Dupree are your new champions. There was a call out between Mark Coffey and Randy Orton. It was weak. Randy Orton, their undisputed WWE champion. You have Fallon Henley versus Chelsea Green. That's a 5-star match right there. And Chelsea Green, don't know if they have Samantha Irvin on their show making the announcements, but that is mediocre. Jinder Mahal does a charity event, the Modern Day Maharaja. They get 5,000 plus fans. The SmackDown Men's Tag Team titles, you have Dexter Lumis and Pete Butch Dunn versus Joe Gacy and Montez Ford. So the Wyatt Six on opposite teams. There's Montez and Joe Gacy get the SmackDown tag titles. Randy Orton does a charity event. So Nick Aldis, not only did he steal fans from me and, doubled up our costs with the talent scouts, he's stealing my strategy for this week of trying to gain more fans. We used the power card, we used the advertisement, we used Cody Rhodes for the charity event. Then he goes and uses Cody Rhodes as mentor, legacy leader, Randy Orton, to do a charity event. They even use Jinder Mahal. Don't hinder gender. Man, Nick Aldis got some nerve, man. We got beef with SmackDown, man. We're not gonna focus with Raw and NXT right now, even though NXT is on top right now. We're gonna lay the SmackDown on SmackDown. And now their main event. Come on, man. They have Angel Garza as their Intercontinental Champion. He's going one-on-one with Josh Briggs in their main event. So no special matches either. They all normal matches. but they got 3.5 stars. All right, NXT, who was in the lead after week 1. They have Blair Davenport versus Charlotte Flair. NXT Women's Championship on the line to open up the show. That's a good opener. Probably get us like 4 stars. And 3.5. I was half off. They have a self-promo for one of the NXT Tag Team Champions in Carl Anderson. It was weak. Natalya versus Scarlett.
That's 3. Ring the bell.
And it was disappointing. Their other half of their tag team champions, Trick Williams, weak. So weak promos from the tag team champion. Maybe if you have them do the promo together as a team, it would have been a little stronger. They have a tag team match: Akira Tozawa, AJ Styles versus Bronson Reed and Elton Prince.
2. That's it. Ring the bell.
Akira Tozawa and the phenomenal AJ Styles, mediocre. You have a call out. So Karrion Kross is calling out Trick Williams. Does Karrion Kross have a partner for Trick Williams and Carl Anderson? And then the main event for the NXT North American title: Santos Escobar versus Veer Mahaan. Giant versus Cruiserweight. The classes go together. Good. All right, so we had a poor finale. Your main event was overshadowed by a more entertaining mid-card, leaving fans disappointed at the end, swapping those 2 matches. So I agree with that. I mean, Triple H told us we needed a better opener and main event, and then this week we kind of did the opposite and had a stronger mid-card. I think our promos were phenomenal. And we didn't do any tag team matches this week either. We could have mixed it up, but we didn't have enough superstars on the roster to do a tag team match. So we will make up for that in week 3. We will have a tag team match planned and booked. Might even do it for a main event. Might do a couple of them. May do 2 or 3. But show quality was a D. Match card quality D. I just want to focus on the fans. Our fan change, we got plus 29,274, and then we gained $39,664. So now that puts our total budget at $147,603. Looking at the show notes on the side, holy crap, Mysterio just blindsided LA Knight. Real stinker of a show from WCW. What on earth are they doing? Come on, we gotta build. We gotta build to the Hell in a Cell premium live event. We gotta build to the PLE. We're just taking it slow right now. We don't have all the resources. Not sure if Tavish is ready for the big time. Got the kind of hammering the crowd was expecting. He put on a good match with Ilya Dragunov. JC settles the score with Nikita, avenging the loss and the embarrassment of losing in front of her hometown crowd. Loving this rivalry. I hate to see LA Knight lose, but props to Chad Gable for a good win. I hate to see Dominic Mysterio ruin a match between LA Knight and Chad Gable. CM Punk called out Gunther tonight and knocked it out of the park. It was awesome. What else would you expect from the best in the world on the microphone? Decent enough promo from Io Sky. Enjoyed seeing LA Knight lose against Chad Gable. Oh, that's Dominic, who's far more talented fighter. So maybe we pair up Chad Gable and Dominic Mysterio. Rose just killed it with that charity promo, of course. And then Tavish tweeting out, Ilya Dragunov got lucky. Things will be different next time. So you want a rematch? Is that what you're asking for, Tavish? We have you for another, 2 weeks? And we don't really care about Raw. And then, we don't give a damn about SmackDown. And then I think NXT was a little bit weaker. I mean, for them to be number 1 after week 1, I expected them to put on a better show. Now, you successfully accomplished the commissioner's goal this week. They have rewarded you with this power card for your efforts. So we got the advertising one. So we can select an opposing brand who must use a tier 1 advertising logistic during next week's show. So you saw we upgraded to tier 2 for our advertisement. And now we get to choose one of the other brands. They would have to use a tier 1 while we use our tier 2. So because we already did Nick Aldis, we got him out of the way. Adam Pearce, even though you did not message me in my inbox, we're coming for you next. He's our next target. And now our enemy, Nick Aldis, has beat out Ava Raine. He's number one. SmackDown's number one. And then you have Ava Raine going down to number two. Adam Pearce at number three. And then we are not far behind Adam Pearce. And with us going after Monday Night Raw, we could take that third spot. And we actually have more money than Raw and SmackDown. Second under Ava Raine. So we're doing good when it comes to our budget. We've been focusing on our fans. Now I think we put it all together and we focus on more better match card quality and probably better overall show production. Reno, Nevada. So what is this? Superstar morale. So let's see what it says. Ignition, we just signed her to that 2-week contract. Hey Wank, my time with WCW comes to an end this week. She called me Wank. She didn't even call me Wank Duncan. Can't say I've been loving it, but I'll be prepared to stay another 5 weeks for 8 rep. What? We just signed you to a contract and you wasn't booked for week 2. I had something planned for week 3 and you're already asking for an extension before we even put you on the card, before we even see what you can do, see what you can offer us. I mean, we could talk figures. I'm not talking $8,250 for somebody that is unproven. Thanks for your work, Ignition, but I won't be renewing your contract. The way she just approached me with that, I won't be renewing a contract. This will be my final week at WCW. I am fine with that. Maybe we need to stop signing these rookies and sign or scout more established stars already. Because bringing in these rookies, I mean, we've been using them basically for squash matches against, superstars that we're trying to build up, like Ilya Dragunov. But Zelina cheated me in that last match. I want a rematch in the next 2 weeks. Well, Miss Tiffany Stratton, I am okay with that. Because your partner, JC Jane, defeated Zelina's partner one-on-one. So I think y'all could earn another shot at those WCW Women Tag Team titles. So I'm okay with that. See, Tiffany Stratton, she has some credibility. Now, former NXT champion. So when she comes to me like that, she's like, hey, I got cheated last match. I want a rematch in the next 2 weeks. Fine. But when you haven't even been used on a show yet? All right. Tiffany Stratton, small increase to her morale. And then LA Knight. That loser Mysterio attacked me during that last fight. I'm not going to stand for garbage like that. I want to settle things in the ring with him within the next 3 weeks. Same boat as Tiffany Stratton. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Good. You mess with LA Knight, you pay the price. Yeah, I agree. Small increase to LA Knight's morale. But that'll wrap it up for week 2 of WCW here in our WWE 2K24 My Realistic GM. Stay tuned for week 3.